Welcome to Reaction Destination. Thank you for joining me. Today we have a great one. We're going to check out the coolest who's reviewing the Breathless all-inclusive resort in Cabo. Stay tuned.
Cabo San Lucas, and it apparently is one of the hottest hotels in all of Cabo. This place is in the heart of the action.
I've never been to Mexico. That's probably going to be one of my next all-inclusive resorts that I go to. Comment below if you've been to Mexico, especially if it's all-inclusive, and what's your favorite resort.
Super trendy. It's adults
It's
only,
nice.
and it is an all-inclusive.
Adult only. Shout out for the adult only resorts. I have 3 kids, so I'm sure at some point we'll end up going to a family resorts, but nothing like the peace of having an all adult resort.
This is coolest luxury hotels, Breathless, Cabo San Lucas.
Make sure you guys go check out James's channel, The Coolest. He does a phenomenal job with his videos. Only getting better. Always produces great content. Um, if you guys don't know, Las Vegas, one of my favorite places in the world. The Coolest has a lot of content on that. If you guys want me to go back and go through some of that content, let me know in the comments below. I love to dive into Las Vegas with you guys. Whew. Infinity pool is crazy. I've never seen a resort that close to, like, right on a marina like that. It's interesting.
So this place is a little weird, at least in terms of its layout. Today I hung out at the pool that's in the residential tower, the tower where the rooms are.
See, I was just saying that. I've never seen a layout like that before. Here we are just a couple minutes in.
I like how there is a pool that's just seconds away from your room. The star of the show was the Infinity Edge, and the main attraction was the marina. The marina is so spectacular. The boat watching, people watching, animal watching, just the whole marina ecosystem is mesmerizing. And I had some amazing food from the restaurant.
I don't know. I would rather comment below. Would you rather have views of a marina or the beach from your infinity pool? I'd probably rather a beach, but to each your own. It's still nice views either way. That's just it is a little different for sure. I don't think I've quite seen that before. Tuna tataki.
Restaurant Bites. It's a poolside restaurant, and I was unbelievably impressed by the menu selection. There had to be maybe 20, 30, 40 items on there, and the food was excellent. So that was my day today, and tonight I'm headed over to the other tower. That's where all the restaurants are, that's where the entertainment is. That is where the party pool is. The party pool is where all the energy is. I'm definitely going to try to check that out either tomorrow or the next day. The fun thing about that pool is that it turns into a rooftop lounge at night. That is...
This resort, I don't know if I'm feeling it so far. It's definitely a different layout. I've never seen a layout quite like this before. You know, as at least the first couple minutes in, I feel like it's missing the traditional, like, serenity and peacefulness that you would find, like the tranquility of being on the beach. Um, let's see if we're missing parts of it.
Later in this video though, right now I'm really hungry. I'm headed to dinner and I'm thinking Italian.
Oh, there's a beach right there. Okay.
There's some things I really liked about Spumante. First of all, it had indoor and outdoor seating. The outdoor seating was beachside, literally beachside. I decided to eat
that's
inside.
gorgeous.
It was a little colder in there. When I sat down, I was immediately greeted with...
Obviously, I was wrong about that. That it seems to be a pretty decent beach, so.
A cocktail list, which at an all-inclusive
Marshmallow vodka.
You have a better chance of finding a dinosaur egg than you do a cocktail list at an all-inclusive restaurant. The menu was super wide. I couldn't decide on anything. There were so many choices. The pizza was so fresh, and the cheese stretched all the way to the ceiling. After dinner, I walked back to my room, and on my way back, I passed Wink Bar.
Look at that sunset. Amazing. Is that private? It's like a private balcony or something.
That is the poolside residential bar I've been hanging out at the past couple of days. They make it a little bit different at night by bringing
Oof,
out some cool ambient lights.
beautiful.
It was
I'm a sucker for ambient lighting. Gets me every time. Shout out to those who love a little a little ambient lighting, lighted paths, lighted palm trees, lighted pool. Always ask for a nice touch. A little fire pit. Ah, my
so
favorites.
quiet and so peaceful. People were out there catching a sunset in the pool. It was just a really tranquil place to have a post-dinner
Look how you have that boardwalk right outside the infinity pool.
evening cocktail.
Crazy setup at this place.
All right, so the Breathless Beach was pretty much the worst hotel beach I've seen thus far in Cabo, but it was also the best. Let me explain. So here's why it was terrible. Number one, it was small. Number two, it was very public. Now, I believe all beaches in Cabo are open to the public. Everyone has the right to access them. But some beaches are easier to get to than others. And because Breathless is in the heart of the marina, it has easy public access. Number three, it just wasn't that impressive. It was very unappealing, at least from an aesthetic standpoint. But with all that being said, it was still probably the best hotel beach, and here's why. First of all, it had easy access from the property. Number two, you could actually get in the water. The wave action was so gentle. And number three, the sand was light and fluffy and cool. It wasn't
That honestly does not look that appealing to me. But if he's saying it's good, he's normally a pretty good. He's a pretty good judge of beaches. He's a stickler for his ratings on his beaches. So I trust his words. But just from observing it on this side of the camera, it's
that thick, rough, hot sand I've had at the other three hotels. Number four, it had a roped off area exclusive for Breathless guests. And lastly, the service. Breathless was there to wait on you hand and foot, whether it was towels or paddleboard.
that does not look that appealing to me for some reason.
Or drinks or food. I had a shrimp quesadilla from Barefoot Grill that was so delicious.
Restaurants on a resort can make or break your trip. Be sure that if you do go on an all-inclusive, that they have lots of options. That's why it's so good to check out these videos that the coolest and others put together. Really dives deep into the type of restaurants and stuff on there, because you get a place with only a few restaurants and maybe one or two is only decent. That could be in for a rough time if you're there for a week or so. It's an interesting choice.
Fishnets was
He always eats some pretty obscure things. I'm more just pretty traditional eater. Just I don't venture too far off, but he likes to explore. He's a cultured guy, so
pretty boring on the inside. It was small, bland, one square room like you see at a
why
lot
you
of
got your
these
shirt off,
all-inclusives.
bruh?
No effort at all in terms of the decor. The food, though, was actually pretty good. It was really fresh. It was a seafood grill type of menu. The one thing that stood out to me was the mixed platter. It had
Octopus.
5 different offerings on it. It had octopus, it had New York strip, it had flank steak, it had chorizo, and it had chicken. I think that's probably the thing to order if you go in the fishnets. After dinner, I strolled back to my room and again stopped by Wink Bar for a nightcap. They had a really cool concept out there I've never
That's
seen
cool.
at an all-inclusive hotel, and that was a tandem music and art show. Someone was up
Look at the tree lighting. Beautiful.
there playing really cool songs on the violin, and then next to him there was an artist doing live art. I believe at the end of the show you could actually buy that exact piece. Breathless did a great job of putting really cool mood ambient lighting out there, and the crowd was having a really good time. So it's my last day here. Let's get down to the party pool.
We know why you gotta show off. Why you guys show off the? Why you guys show off the chest, bruh?
So that was the party pool here at Breathless. It was a great way to spend my last afternoon here. I think the party pool is definitely the pool you want to hang out at when you come here. It's by far the larger pool of the two. That is where the excitement is. That
I do not like the layout of this hotel at all. It's not doing anything for me.
is where the energy is, and that is where all the action is.
I'll be interested to hear his I believe he normally gives rankings 1 through 6 on his videos. And he's a pretty tough judge of hotels and resorts, so I'm interested to see his take on it then.
There's a DJ out there playing some fantastic music. There are cabanas if you want to sit in the shade. And most importantly, there is a gorgeous infinity edge that extends over the beach and peers into the ocean. In terms of food today, I just had a queso burger at the pool. It was pretty delicious. And then tonight for dinner, I had to sample the room service menu. I had to find out how good it was or wasn't. Like all the other food has been up until this point, for an all-inclusive, the room service food was pretty decent. So it's my last night here. I got one thing on my mind, and that is to go check out the Rooftop Lounge. Ooh. So the Rooftop Lounge last night was a major disappointment.
Oh.
There was nobody there. I went there during prime time, 10 p.m., and there wasn't a soul there. It was a party for one, just for me. Apparently nobody else got the memo. It was a really cool...
First of all, that view does look really nice. Second, I was going to say, some of these resorts, you do have to be careful. Some of them really not geared towards their nightlife. You just got to do your research beforehand, watch some of these videos and see if that's what you're into. Some of these are pretty sleepy resorts. And 9, 10 o'clock, everything shuts down. People go back to their rooms and get ready, get prepared for the next day, up bright and early. So make sure you do your research if you're into nightlife. Gorgeous views, but not much fun if you're the only one up there.
Cool setup with the bar and the lights and the DJ. There was a huge terrace for dancing.
Yes, give me the lights, baby. Give me the lights.
But the problem was there was nobody there. I didn't want to end my trip on that note, so this morning I woke up, I went down to the coffee shop, I wanted to check it out. It's really cool, it's like an open air environment. I ordered a decaf latte, and then I tried something I never had before. It's called Mexican sweetbread. I would say it's a cross between a cookie and a donut. I ordered a dark one, I ordered a white one, and both were pretty delicious. So the first part of my video is me trying to have the best time ever. I try to focus mainly on the positives and give you an immersive experience.
I feel like he's not feeling this one. I feel like there's going to be a lot of negatives in this video.
And then in the second half of the video, this half, I give it to you straight. I tell you what I liked about the property, what I didn't like, and then I give it an overall rating. Number one, this is not a party hotel. A lot of times, Breathless gets dubbed as a party hotel. This is not one. It is more of a feel-good hotel. It's a fun hotel. But if you want a definition of a party hotel, check out the place I stayed before this. This is not a party hotel by any means. The reason for that is
Shout out, you want me to check out that video, wherever that place was. That looked crazy. Foam parties, always a good time.
For two, it's mostly couples here. Now, I'm not saying that couples can't turn up and have the best time ever, but I got more of a romantic getaway type of vibe.
That's what I thought. Breathless usually is a couples, geared towards couples. All adult couples resorts.
Then I did a party atmosphere type of vibe. Number three, the age range of this hotel is 25 to 55. That's a pretty wide range. It appeals to a pretty wide demographic. And then lastly, this is a getaway hotel. This is not a destination hotel. This is a 2, 3, maybe 4-day hotel. But if you're looking to get away for 5, 6, 7 days, even more, this is not the hotel for you. All right, so Resort-CABO, what do I think about this property? Everything I hated about this property, I also loved, and everything I loved, I hated. This is a very bipolar experience. The location is arguably the best location in all of Cabo. It's in the heart of the action. It's on the marina.
That definitely does not look like your typical resort. Some of you may like that. Let me know if you stayed there before, but I don't know if I don't think I would like that at all.
You got Squid Row right here. You are in the epicenter of fun. But the problem is that this is an all-inclusive hotel and a very, very expensive one at that.
That looks gorgeous. What is that? Is that the middle of the resort?
When you stay at an all-inclusive, you
There's
essentially prepay for the
escalators.
experience, and that means staying on property, eating on
Is that
property, and drinking on
right
property.
outside the resort?
So yes, you are in the heart
Cabo?
of the action, but it's an
Okay. Well, that looks like
all-inclusive. The
city
food
center
was
or something in
consistently
Cabo.
good. Everywhere I had food, it was pretty delicious for an all-inclusive hotel. But compared to the other Cabo all-inclusives and compared to all-inclusives in general, there just weren't a lot of options. Yes, there are 3 main restaurants, but I found a lot of overlap.
See, 3 main restaurants. If you're going to be going there for a vacation, 5 days plus, you definitely need more than 3 restaurants.
In the menus, and you can only eat at the pool so many times. This hotel is stylish. It's cool and it's trendy and it's
Stylish.
chic
I
and
want
it's
the
modern. But
stylish
the problem
one.
is the crowd
Stylish.
didn't match the vibe. The energy at this property was severely
If you get that
lacking, and a
reference,
lot of times
comment
it
below.
felt really empty. In some ways, I really liked the layout of the property, especially how they had everything over in the other tower. That's where the beach access was, that's where the main pool was, that's where the restaurants were, and that is where the entertainment is. But the problem is getting over there was really tedious and really annoying. Multiple elevator rides, long corridors, and you actually have to step outside of the property to get into the other property. You just can't put your key card in your backpack or purse for the day and walk around the property like you can do at pretty much all other all-inclusives. And lastly, the room. It was cool, it was chic, it was modern, it had some upscale elements. It had like a cool Miami type of vibe. But the feng shui, the layout, I thought was a little suspect. It had some quirky touches that I feel just didn't belong. This room does not have any soundproofing at all, and you are going to hear every little sound from the marina. The fishing boats going out in the morning, the party boats coming back at night, the seals out there barking like aquatic German shepherds at full blast. And plus, you're going to hear the entertainment music from the bar right below until 11 p.m. There is no peace and quiet in this room, and that's unfortunate because this room does have a lot going for it. With all that being said, I'm going to rate Breathless Cabo a 2.5. It is a really nice hotel. In some areas, it really shined, but in other ways, I was really regretting my booking here. Food, good. Bed, awesome. Trendy, absolutely. Fun, sometimes. But it wasn't excellent. And at this price, it should be.
Great as always. Make sure you go head over to the Coolest page. Check out his content. Like and subscribe. He does a great job. Comment, like, let me know in the comments below. And have a great night. Hope you enjoy.